Welcome to Brain Vision.
For this problem of the hamster, we'll call the rate P the rate at which heat energy is generated by the hamster. So P is the heat energy generated, and P naught we'll call the rate at which food energy is consumed. So we have variables for the heat energy produced and the food energy consumed. And we know that the efficiency is 10%. So that means that only 10% of the food energy is used to convert to heat energy. So P is equal to 0.1 P naught. So for part A, to calculate the heat generated in the box, we need to know the heat generated by the hamster, as that heat is the heat added to the box. So the power that the hamster generates heat, P, is equal to the heat Q per unit time. But we know that the heat Q is equal to mc delta T, where m is the mass of air, C is the specific heat capacity of air, and delta T is the change in temperature over time t. The mass of the air is its density times its volume. The density of air is 1.2 kg per cubic meter and occupies a volume in the calorimeter of 0.05 cubic meters. And delta T is equal to 1,020, well, not delta T actually, but C, the specific heat capacity for air, is 1,020 joules per kg Kelvin. And finally, delta T over T is 1.6 Celsius degrees every hour. So that's a rate at which the temperature is changing, 1.6 degrees Celsius per every hour. And if we compute this, we get that the power generated by the hamster, which is the heat added to the box, is happening at a rate of 97.9 joules per hour. So that's the heat energy added to the box every hour. So for part B, we want to calculate the mass of seed that must be consumed by the hamster in order to provide this power. So the mass of seed that needs to be eaten, m, per unit time, t, is equal to P naught, the rate at which food energy is consumed, divided by LC. So LC is the rate at which is the conversion energy, converting the food energy into heat energy, the latent heat of consumption. So this is simply P over 0.1 divided by LC. So P we calculated to be 97.9. So 97.9 over 0.1 is 979 joules per hour. And 20 joules per gram of food is converted into heat energy. And so the total amount of food that the hamster must eat every hour is 40.8 grams. So if the hamster consumes 40.8 grams of seed every hour, it will be able to provide 97.9 joules of energy every hour.